Hello, my friends. Long time no see. I hope you guys are all doing well. Today I am bringing to you a flip through of a journal that I just finished, and this video was supposed to be live on December 1st, but due to quite a few technical difficulties, I am bringing this to you today. So I'm finally able to get this video up, and I'm sorry for the lighting. I hope that it's alright, but I'm recording this at night. I'm just happy to finally be able to bring this video to you guys. So this is the journal that I've made for I guess we're calling this something like Journal for a Cause. April, who is PinkOddBird, Kim, who is SereneBookworks, and her husband, who is gfsteampunk. We all have come together to do a sort of charity / fundraiser thing where we've all made a creation to sell to help raise some money for a family in need. Kim's nephew is a Houston Fire Department captain, and he knows of course, let me just preface this by saying there are many families still in need, not just in Houston, but in many cities and towns in Southeast Texas and in many areas of the world. But Hurricane Harvey wiped out many places in Southeast Texas. As a lot of you know, I live in Southeast Texas, and the area that I am is only a few hours away from Houston, and my family and I were very, very blessed to be on the clean side of the hurricane, and we sort of we missed all of the horrible flooding and everything. Very blessed. But anyway, we were able to find a family with 3 children, and 100% of the proceeds of the sales of everything that we are making or everything that we raise is going to go to that family and hopefully bring them some joy for this holiday season, help them to buy Christmas presents for their children, buy food for their Christmas dinner, or whatever they need it for. So yeah, I'm going to show you guys what I made and tell you a little bit about it, and if you have any questions, of course, please ask me down below. I'm going to leave all the links for you guys in the description box. I believe some things that my friends have made have already been sold, and I'm so very, very thankful for that. I am so happy to be able to be a part of this. I was a child in need when I was younger, and in any way that I can help to give back, I want to be a part of that. So yeah, so here's what I made. I made a little Christmas journal, and I showed some pictures on Instagram, and the little title plate here I had left blank. Originally, I wanted to leave it blank so that whoever wanted to buy this journal could name it for themselves, but I don't know, it was irking me. It was bothering me. And so I've named this journal Christmas Wishes. And so I've just added a little Tim Holtz sticker. And what I normally do with these when I add them to my journals is that I will ink them up and put a little bit of glue on the back of them, because I'm always kind of scared that it's going to come off. So instead, I just did not glue this down. I just inked it up and stuck it down, so you could easily take this off and switch it up if you wanted to. Now, the book plate is glued down with glossy accents, so you cannot lift it up, but of course there's no cover on this, so you could just take the sticker off and add anything else that you like. So it's a really simple cover. You guys know that I'm normally heavy on the embellishing, but I wanted to do something easy and simple. the premise of this journal is that you can make it your own. So I did do I guess it's sort of like a half naked journal is what everybody's calling it these days. So it's still a little bit of me, but there's plenty of room for you to make it your own. And so it's a repurposed book. It's the first time I've ever done that. I've always made my own covers. But yeah, I really enjoyed being able to use a repurposed book. So it's a nice sturdy hardcover. I've got some metal corners here, and I've just covered it with cloth. I did not cover the binding here. I've just left it open. I really love the rustic feel of it. The closure, I've just wrapped some sari silk around. There's no eyelets, no nothing. Let's see, the charm here. I did punch a hole at the top here and put an eyelet, but I've had bad luck with those little Tim Holtz little jump ring things. I've had bad luck with them coming off, so instead of using those, I've just punched an eyelet and added some lace. Excuse me, you guys, I've been really sick lately, and so if I cough or clear my throat a lot, I apologize for that if it bothers you. So I've added some lace in here and some sari silk. This lace I got recently from Neri at Rock Paper Treasures. She had I'm sorry, not Rock Paper Treasures, DC Scrap and Rooster. I'm so sorry, girl. She was having a D-stash, and I got some really cute vintage laces from her. And so I've just tied a really pretty bow here, and of course, as always, my charms are detachable, so I've just threaded the little loop through that pretty bow. And there's a huge chunky charm here with all kinds of bits and bobs. There's some glass beads. You know how I like to do the little beaded charms. So I've got beaded charms here, and then I've also added a lot of vintage elements to this journal. So we've got a Tim Holtz little coin thing here that says holiday. There's a vintage plastic ornament little piece. It's a little bow. There's some little Christmas lights, some bells. There's some little Tim Holtz pine cones. There's a little vintage little wreath guy here. There's a large wooden bead. I'm so sorry, you guys. I have had bronchitis and a cold on top of that, and it's been so dry here. We have not had rain in, gosh, I don't know, I want to say 2 months, and we're finally getting it today, so I'm just all messed up. And this is one of those vintage wooden ornaments, and so I thought it would be really fun to add that. And I've just threaded like a little button through here. So there's just all kinds of yummy, shiny goodness on this charm here. So I'll just put that to the side, and let's open it up. And this sari silk I just got recently, some huge skeins of it. I've never bought that much before, and I got it for a great price from a lady on Etsy, so I will link that down below too if you guys want. Isn't that pretty? I love the deer. So I didn't want to cover it up with anything. So let's just go inside. And as you can see, I have just gone crazy with the laces. And like I said, I did get a bunch of laces from Neri. So there are some vintage laces and also some new laces in here. So the inside cover, I've just covered with some muslin. There's no fancy schmancy stuff on the inside cover. It's just plain muslin. So there's just a library pocket here, and I've just got paper clipped here some Tim Holtz ephemera piece, and then a piece from the paper collection that I used. And I used a couple of paper collections in this book. I used Carta Bella's A Very Merry Christmas, just a few pieces from that, and also Authentique's Vintage Christmas, which I really loved. So it's sort of got like a 50s, 60s vintage type vibe, which I was really loving. So Okay, so on the library card, and I know I need to show you guys the other vintage minis that I've done too, but this is something new that I've started doing. I'm really enjoying this. So I like to take the Tim Holtz, I'm sorry you guys, I'm just so, my brain is just out there. I like to take the Tim Holtz stickers and make little poems out of them. And so, like I said, I've titled the book Christmas Wishes, and so I've made a little poem called My Wish for You. So it says, my wish for you, holiday cheer, good tidings of great joy, the Christmas spirit, magic and merriment within your heart. Make a wish, it's the most wonderful time of year. And so I've just inked those up and glued them down, and then I left the back blank in case you wanted to write on there. And then, of course, I've added a title tag with the date of completion, and I've written a special note on the back for the recipient of this journal. So here's the first page. I've just got a layered pocket here. This is a vintage postcard that I found while thrifting, and so I've just stuck it in a glassine bag here and tucked it in this muslin pocket. And then this is one of the little Tim Holtz cards. This is some Tim Holtz ephemera. I've just added some lined paper on the back and sewn it on. And then also throughout the book, I've added a bunch of these safety pins and bulb pins. If it'll focus, sorry, you guys. There we go. This is a vintage linen piece. Oh, there's a little bead in there. This is a vintage linen piece that I found, and it is a hand embroidered piece. So I found a few of these while I was thrifting and thought it was cute, so I added it in there. This is just a piece of stationery paper, and there are plain pages as well as coffee dyed pages in this journal. So that's coffee dyed paper. There's some vintage golden book pages in here. There's 2 signatures, and in each signature there are 3 sections with these. This is craft packing paper, and what I've done is I've just gessoed it on each side, and then on one of the sides I've layered just a little part of it with some doilies and stickers, and then I cut out these little stamps from the authentic paper, and I've just done a little bit of layering on the page, and then I sewed around the edges. This is from a little book of oh my goodness, let's see, what's this, The Night Before Christmas? It's just a little book that I found at, I think, Dollar General or something. Thought that was cute. Oh, and also Graphic 45. This is Graphic 45 paper. This is some of that sari silk that I bought from that Etsy store. This is the red. It's really pretty. It's just a paper clip here with some charms, and this is a printable that I've had in my stash for a really long time. Just backed some of the packing paper on there. Some coffee dyed lined paper. As you can see, I really just tried, I exercised some serious restraint and left plenty of space for you to do as you wanted to with this journal. It's just a little flip for you to write some things. And the title, I thought, also tied in with the reason for this journal, the reason why it was made, and also with a lot of the ephemera in this book too, and you will see that. And this authentic paper is just so adorable. I saw Crafty, goodness gracious, I think it's Crafty Cafe Girl or something. She's doing her Weeks of Christmas thing, and it is just so fun, and I saw that paper and I just had to have it. It was just so adorable. It's a little star paper clip and flip out. I can never do those right. It's just a little tag that came off of a gift bag. This is a page from a little book I had, a little Christmas book. Some coffee-dyed lined paper. This is the Cartabella paper. It's so retro. I love that. I love the retro little ornaments here. There's a little charm with some buttons. A little journaling card I made. I used a lot of the packing paper. I just really liked the way it looked. And this is just a little list pad that I've made. I've made a few of these types of things because Christmas time, I know especially when you're a parent, you make a lot of lists. More layering. These are actually, these stickers I fussy cut out. These were some gift wrapping labels that I found at the Dollar Tree, and they were just so vintage looking and cool. So I was like, yeah, I can use those as stickers. It's just a little pocket I made from a bag. More ephemera. This is just a little glassine bag with some little pieces in it. There's two of them. I won't show you both, but I'll just show you their little gift tags. Some are cut out from the paper. Some are just some that I've had in my stash that were retro looking, so I thought I would just throw a few in there. This little tag tucked in the back here. This is some vintage lined paper. I know it doesn't look vintage, but it is old. Well, I say vintage, it might be from the 80s, but I found it at the thrift store. A partial page here with a fabric pocket. More list making. Another little collage here. A glassine bag. And I've done just a tiny bit of decoupaging. This is from a napkin that I got from Liesel in South Africa. Thank you, Liesel. Got this from Ken. Thank you, Ken. And in the center of each signature, I've added some of my 50s and 60s. This one just happens to be from a music book, a children's music book. And with the strings, I've just added some little doodads and beads, buttons to the bottoms. And whoever orders this, if you don't like these, I can take them off. If you wish. It's the other side of the glassine bag. Just some paper inside and a little Christmas playing card with some decoupage. And I was going to go all out and decorate these, but I didn't because I thought it was like a little starter project for you to do. Maybe if you want to do December daily or what have you. A little graphic 45 journaling card. This is an envelope, and I've just matted the envelope. And it's got a Christmas card inside that you can use. And on the other side, it makes a tuck spot, so Tim Holtz card, and just a little time card that turn into a tag. The safety pin down here. These come from the Dollar Tree. Layering. This list pad, I think I got this one at Tuesday morning, but I loved the image on here. Loved that little retro Santa Claus. And so there's a few pages in here. Just sewn it to the page. This is the other side of that book page, and these are like little card holder gift tags. And so I've just made some little tags to go inside. This is stamping on muslin, and I don't know if you've noticed, I haven't done any stamping in here at all. Like I said, I really wanted to leave the recipient room to make this journal their own. So there's only a few pockets, only a few tuck spots. It's 7 Gypsies piece of ephemera. This is a couple of years ago. I think it was last Christmas. My library has a freebie cart out front, and I just happened to go one day when they had a whole bunch of Christmas cards and stickers and things like that, and so I found a bunch of things like this, and a lot of these were kind of old, maybe from the 90s and 80s and stuff like that, so I got lucky that day. My bullpen there. Collaging. Aren't those stickers so pretty, though? And they really did not take long to cut because, you know, about half of them were already cut, so. Other side of the Golden Book page. This is Tim Holtz ephemera pieces. Most of them I backed, but some of them I did not. This is just a larger flip out. This is the other side of that stationery. I think I got these at Office Depot or Office Max, maybe. It's the other side of that embroidery. This is just a larger paper clip with some sari silk bow, and this is just some sari silk, and it unties. It's got this little miniature ornament on it, and if I can get it undone, I've just it's got all these little stringy things on it. It's just this from the Authentique collection. It's so cute. And I've just put some that packing paper on the back, so maybe your little boy or little girl can fill that out for Santa. And maybe write some little extras on the back. And that's the first signature. This is the second signature, and I think I'm going to add a piece of lace down the center here. This is a glassing bag, and it does fold out so that you can utilize this space. This is a little label sticker I got from Kim. Thank you, Kim. This little safety pin here that says Wish, and this is just a book page that I've gessoed, and it just folds out so that you can write a little, maybe a little secret shopping list or a letter or something in here. It's another page from the night before Christmas. More collaging here. A little Tim Holtz and a little bow paper clip there. This is from an old children's Christmas music book. Some more collaging here. I just love the way that looks. It's another little layered pocket with muslin and stuff. I did back all of these. This is another of the Christmas playing cards. More of that napkin from Liesel. And then this is a little piece of a really cool ribbon I got from April. Thank you, April. More Tim Holtz and Seven Gypsies little pieces of ephemera. This is that big sheet. This is where I got all the stamps from that I did the collaging with. This is from an old Frosty the Snowman book that I have. It's that Cartabella paper. Just layered some stuff here. That's Tim Holtz ephemera. This is from the Authentique collection. This is Hobby Lobby paper, I think. It's from Authentique. And this does flip out here. I love these little, Dear Santa, how are you? I'm good. Here is what I want for Christmas. Dear Santa, I like the letter you sent me. Does Rudolph have a red nose? Does he have two noses? Your best pal, Jason. These are just so adorable. This is a white craft paper bag from Sarah's shop, Junk That Treasures, with more of Liesel's napkin on there. It's just a little booklet here, and just like the other things. I've just tied the sari silk around it. And it's just got coffee dyed paper, craft paper, ledger paper in there. And so, you know, you can take the sari silk off and use it in this journal. You can take it out and use it for something else. More collaging here. This is the center of the second signature. This is from a much older children's book, and I really didn't want to use this, but it was too perfect. I had to. And I did use clear Scotch tape to reinforce this because I wanted you to be able to read it. And once again, I just added some bits and bobs to the ends here. This one's got buttons and bells and beads, and this one's got this really cool wooden veneer bead on it. It opens up, and then on this side it has a really cute little story called Inside Christmas. More collaging down here, and I did glue the stickers down too. I always do that in my journals, like I said, with all my stickers, not just the Tim Holtz ones. Little journaling card. And this cute little Rudolph list pad paper. It's cute. Oh, that Santa, letters to Santa paper. This is just a little craft paper bag that I've sewn here as a tuck spot. This is that other glassine bag with the little gift tags in it. Just a little journaling card here. Little tag, and another of those. I believe these are Ephemera's Vintage Garden, if I'm not mistaken, and I think I've had these for a good 2 or 3 years, but I thought they went pretty well. Let's see, here's another one. There's a little Christmas light on this paper clip. The other side of the Frosty the Snowman, Tim Holtz ephemera. Little charm here, and another of the Tim Holtz little cards, another journaling card. Some more collaging here. This one flips out. This is another of the pieces I got from the library. I just thought it was so cute. I only had a couple of these, but I really wanted to use it in here because, like I said, I wanted to add a bunch of vintage things, and so it's like one of those old letter pieces, so it flips out, and then I've added like a little secret booklet in here. Like I said, when you are a parent or just in general, for Christmas you need to be able to make a lot of lists, so there's plenty of hidden little spaces for you to write secret lists or write down secret letters or recipes even. And so on the other side, I've just got a little tuck spot with another time card tag. There's a little itty bitty tuck spot here and just a Tim Holtz piece of ephemera. And then I've added a little vintage gift tag. See my Christmas wish for you. Some more layering, and I added this so that Santa would be on the back. There he is. And this is the last tag, little Tim Holtz thing that says wish, and may all your Christmas dreams come true. Dear Santa, I made you cookies. So that's the last page. Little bell here, and it's plain in the back, so you can add yourself a large pocket here if you would like to. And that's it. That's the Christmas wishes journal for a cause journal that I've made, and I would like to note that I will be adding in a small package of the mystery. I'm going to add in a Christmas theme. Sorry, you guys, told you I can't talk. I'm going to throw in a Christmas themed mystery stash bag with this journal. So, this is my Journal for a Cause journal that I've made for our fundraiser that PinkOddBird, SereneBookworks, and gfsteampunk and myself are doing to raise money for this family that was affected by Hurricane Harvey. And I hope you guys liked it, and if you, like I said, if you have any questions, please let me know, and I will leave all the links that you need down below in the description box. Thank you guys for sticking with me. I know it was long and lengthy, as always, and I'm sorry for all the stuttering and absent-mindedness. Oh, I'll see you guys soon. Thank you for watching, and as always, spread the love, you guys. Bye!